I don't know what that was.
That was like a little bit of electric guitar or some sort of sporting event intro on television.
It's like all the events I'd never watch on television. It's like it's not the real games. That was
the real games.
The FIFAs.
The real games or the FIFAs.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't. Okay.
The look on Rob's face right now is just.
It's been 2 weeks, and we're a little rusty.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting over colds.
Yeah.
We're getting over
life.
Being more social than I think we usually are.
God,
so we're
it's
just
awful.
Talking to people.
I hate it.
It's just the worst. And this is our second attempt at recording an episode.
It is. The first one was real bad.
We are rusty.
Here we go.
Hi, welcome to How to Not, a show that is done by professionals. It's a show where we read a WikiHow article and learn how to be real life human beings. My name is Rob Moden.
And I'm Kaitlyn Alexander.
And yeah, so it's just, we're just trying our best, everybody. You gotta just take for granted that this is a free show, and any complaints will be thrown in the trash. And we're in a room where people are scraping chairs above us.
I don't know what's happening. There's also mice in here.
There is. I saw a mouse the other day, and you weren't here. You were homesick.
Yeah, and I want to cry knowing that is happening. I'm so on edge right now.
Right. It ran out from. We discussed this. It ran out from your chair. We think that the cushion seat on your chair is probably a mouse nest. It ran between different desks. I'm half making this up and half, but there really is a mouse. It ate into my rice cakes.
Ew.
I had some rice cakes out, and then I lifted up a bag, and then I saw, the corner's just been chewed out, and there's like a little cave that was chewed out from within the tower of rice cakes.
Good thing you noticed.
Yeah. Well, I would have eaten from the top of the bag anyway, but there was definitely another bag of rice cakes that I threw out just as a precaution, even though it didn't seem to have any holes in it.
You can never be too careful.
You threw out all your food.
I threw out everything I have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Why don't you want a little mouse hanging around? A little cute pet mouse.
I'm afraid of everything.
Are you literally afraid of mice?
Yeah, I'm like I've never seen one, and I don't want to see one.
Oh, so you haven't seen one? You haven't been around mice?
I don't need to be around it to know that I don't like it, Rob.
That's not called a fear. That's called ignorance. That is
true.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an ignorant.
That's what's wrong with the world right now. You just got to be around immersion therapy. That's what we're gonna do. Call outs. You know those meditation tanks that you can get.
No.
You don't know these meditation tanks?
I do know them, but I know where you're going.
Right, so we're just going to fill them with mice, and we're going to dip you right in there. We're going to close it. We're going to close it down so there's no sounds except for...
I just cried a little. Like, I just got... Oh, no, I don't like it.
You're staying away from the mic.
I don't like it.
As if the mic reminds you of a mouse. Anyways. What are we doing today?
This week's article is actually submitted to us on Twitter by... Let me get this person's information up so I can call them out properly.
We need some wait music, some like hold music.
That's Jeopardy.
Yeah, can't use that. Well, luckily that music's just open source.
Oh yeah, we're good. So it was submitted by Mess of Markers on Twitter, and it's how to act like a werewolf for girls.
Again, another potentially needlessly gendered article.
Gendered.
I mean, I want to go in with good spirits. I want to go in and then halfway through it reveals this is why it only works for women.
Yes.
For people who identify as female. This is why this werewolf article, I can't even make up a fake reason.
No.
Because I can't possibly imagine it.
I can't even think why this article exists.
Maybe, I don't know. But no, I got nothing.
But I've always wanted to act like a werewolf. But I can't because I'm not a girl. So we're just going to be outsiders on today's
Why have you always wanted to be a werewolf, Kaitlyn?
You don't have to shave.
That's okay.
Honestly,
I didn't think you'd have an answer ready, but you had that locked and loaded.
I got it locked and loaded.
All right. So what's some info on this article?
Some info. 100% of the readers found this article helpful.
Wow, that is high praise.
95 co-authors.
Okay.
Last updated 9 hours ago. As 156,000 views.
156,000.
And not one downvote, it seems. So this has got to be quality.
So this is one of the probably one of the top rated articles we've ever done on WikiHow.
Yeah, it is.
So if by the end of this I don't know how to be a female werewolf, then I'm going to be real pissed.
We got some letters to write.
We got some sternly worded. Oh my God. Is this a story worth going into? Maybe.
Maybe? I love the self-doubt that just came out.
I live in a place.
Yeah.
This apartment building has a Facebook group.
Oh no.
First
I'm out.
I'm not on it personally, but my girlfriend is.
Oh god.
And it's a lot of just petty people. So we had a windstorm on Friday.
Yeah.
I want to say. And that was the first day that barbecues were being put out.
Oh no.
And so there was just somebody had posted, nobody had talked about the barbecues. Somebody had posted in the Facebook group to bring up this topic. I just saw that they put out the barbecues during this windstorm, and I was, what a silly thing to do. I left a tersely worded voicemail for them telling them that they shouldn't have done it.
What?
And the amount of time and effort.
I've never done a tersely worded anything.
Right. That's the joke, that you say, I'm going to write a tersely worded letter.
Yeah, but I've never
especially a letter.
Done it.
If you say a letter, at least I feel like you clue in people that you are joking.
Oh,
but a tersely worded voicemail
is
something that you could do pretty easily. But also, what does that say about you?
A lot.
Mm-hmm. As I've gotten older, I've felt I've been more willing to complain about stuff.
I get annoyed by things so much more easy than when I was like younger.
If I'm having like bad customer service or like phone stuff or internet, I will complain.
Bad customer service story for you. Okay. So I went to get bubble tea this weekend.
We'll get back to werewolves.
We will, but this
is my fault.
I need to vent.
Gotcha.
So I went to get bubble tea. I asked for mixed jelly, not tapioca balls in the bottom. Okay, because tapioca has a very distinct flavor. Mm-hmm. Don't like it. Mm-hmm. I saw that they put tapioca balls in and then put everything on top and then sealed it. And I was like, hey, I actually asked for mixed jelly. Can you redo that? Eyes were rolled at me.
Mm-hmm.
They cut into it with not clean scissors. They just punctured open and then filtered out the drink so that the tapioca balls didn't fall into the new thing. And then I don't know anything about it.
I don't know anything about bubble tea. That bubble tea was already tainted by the tapioca balls.
Absolutely.
Is what you're saying. Gotcha. Okay.
And then I was like, can I please
have a new one?
Eye rolls
mm-hmm.
to the point somebody else in line was like, what? And I was just like, I can't deal with anything today. And like before I would have done nothing. Now wrote an email.
Okay, so
I did.
We were just saying, what have I done? I have talked to a customer service rep who I don't go into a customer service conversation ready to be mad at somebody.
Yeah.
It's if they just like have an attitude of just like, what do you want me to do? I don't know.
I'm like, it's your job.
It's like, I haven't had internet for a week and like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I've left one or two bad Google reviews.
Yep. I've left a Yelp review that could I
went to a secondhand like electronics store and got like an Xbox Live headset. This was years ago, and it just came broken. And then, but they had never offered me a receipt, and it just like seemed like a little independent store.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. And then I came back and I tried to exchange it,
and
they're like,
don't have a receipt.
Right. And it's just like, it's part of it. They on purpose don't give you a receipt.
Rude.
Mm-hmm. So I left a sternly
Little did they know you would have a WikiHow podcast.
Yeah. So hundreds of you, please go. And I'm not going to tell you what store it is, but just go get mad at any secondhand electronics store in Toronto.
Picky.
Wow, we've gone 8 minutes without starting this article. We were gonna remember this was gonna be a short episode.
I know. Look what happened.
Go for it.
Okay, it's hard to deny the current popularity of vampires and werewolves. This article is perfect for teen girls who wish to fool others into the idea that they are a werewolf. Read on, and if you like, find out about werewolves. As hard as it may be to believe, they were written about and did feature in TV shows and movies long before Stephenie Meyer ever picked up a pen.
You teen girls, you don't know anything except for a 10-year-old book and movie series. How dare you?
Didn't Twilight come out literally
it was like
10 years?
Or at least I think the first movie was 2008.
Relevant. People in high school don't still read Twilight.
I don't know, they still read Harry Potter.
Yeah, but that's because Harry Potter is quality for the most part.
There's some Twilight fans who are going to get very mad at you.
And Stephenie Meyer's book is just fan fiction that was turned into a book.
No, that you're thinking of 50 Shades.
I am.
50 Shades is Twilight fan fiction that was turned into a book.
All the same quality in my mind, and I will be happy to say that.
Wow. Okay.
And yes, I do own all the Twilight novels.
Send your tersely worded podcast
to
reviews.
my Twitter handle.
Mm-hmm. I like that we just start out with who would do that? Who would review something in a bad way?
And then we slowly revealed that we both have
We both done it.
That.
We're both bitter about everything. And then just spent a solid couple minutes talking about how bad we think Twilight is and how kids slightly younger than us don't know anything and don't know quality. Unlike our great literary masterpieces, the Harry Potter collection.
Harry Potter collection.
Step 2.
No, that was just a description, my friend.
Oh, no!
We're on step 1.
Wow, this is...
Make your attempts to act like a werewolf after a school break or some time off. This will improve the effect that you've been changing over the break. That's the first step. That's it.
But I thought werewolfing.
Werewolfing.
Let's just say
the
it's
verb,
a verb.
yes.
Sure. Is a pretty immediate phenomenon dependent on a full moon.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they're saying, like, to give off the, like, something changed over the break and now I'm a werewolf. Like, you have to give that, I don't know what that voice is, but you have to give that.
It's a werewolf witness.
Yeah, everybody knows.
It scares you. Oh, no.
Oh, no, I'm turning into a werewolf.
Oh, no, I saw, he's getting pretty hairy. And
like,
someone who's seen a werewolf, I think we just clarified. It's not the werewolf voice.
No.
The werewolf voice is completely different, and I'm sure we'll come to that at some point. So you're saying...
So to give the effect that you've been changing over the break, you have to have a break. Like, you can't just come to school one day and suddenly be a werewolf. Like, you have to have that time.
It's not like...
You gotta let it cook.
Because nobody would believe... You've got to cook. Because nobody would believe you went out, say, hunting or something for an evening after school, and all of a sudden you encountered a wolf and things have changed.
No, but they will believe that you ate too much turkey on Thanksgiving and that turkey turned you into a werewolf. I'm just spitballing here. I'm just spitballing.
Tainted turkey that
Tainted turkey.
Wouldn't that turn you into a were-turkey? The rule...
Semantics.
The rule of superpowers in some way is that you have... If you are bitten by a spider, you turn into a Spider-Man.
Yes.
If you are bitten by an American flag, you turn into Captain America. This is how it works. But tainted turkey, and you don't turn into turkey person, you turn into...
No, because a wolf bit that turkey. And so the werewolf's germs were in the turkey, and little did you know.
It's kind of like a zombie strain.
Yeah.
Where it just travels through living things.
Because how are you going to prove that you're a werewolf if you don't have no scars? You have to have ingested something. I'm just saying, Rob.
That's true. The first time somebody says to you, "I'm a werewolf," you do immediately ask, "All right, disrobe.
Yeah.
I need to see where were you bit? Where are the scars?"
And that brings us to our second point. Do not tell anyone that you are a werewolf.
Okay.
They will think you're insane. If you follow these steps and act correctly, they will think they found out your big secret. So this is a plot to make people think that you have a secret.
And this is all... What's the title again? How to pretend to be a werewolf? Just to act like a werewolf?
How to act like a werewolf.
So this is a fraudulent werewolfing.
This is fraudulent werewolfing.
Okay, so it's just, you're at school, maybe you just transfer to a new school, but you don't have an identity.
Yeah.
You need someone to pay attention to you. You need something that defines you.
You need a big secret. And what that big secret is, you can't say yourself, but you can lead other people to the clue.
It's an air of mystery that you want.
It is. Being a werewolf is 8/10 mystery.
8/10 mystery?
Yes.
So 4/5 mystery?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay. Find one person to become friends with, or if you already have a good friend, that works too.
Okay.
Follow them, but don't stalk them to most places, and in dangerous situations, protect them. Since you are, unfortunately, not an actual werewolf with any powers, ensure you do not put yourself or your friend in any danger. There's a lot to deal with about that step.
It's were-stalking. It's were-stalking.
It's were-stalking.
So let's say, you either have a friend who is not in on this plan.
Yeah, having a friend is overrated, but continue.
Or you make a new friend, which I think, as we all know, is
hard.
impossible.
It's very hard.
And so not only have you decided to make this new friend, you've decided to waste that new friendship, such a precious thing,
pretending that you're a werewolf,
on convincing them that you are a werewolf.
Yeah.
That will maybe protect them, but also if danger actually comes up, you will get out of the way because you don't actually have werewolf powers.
So what's an example of immediate danger that's not actually dangerous, but you could use to prove that you have some sort of superhuman skill without actually having that skill?
Okay, so I think if you approach a door, you have to reach out and try that doorknob first to see if there's any heat behind it, indicating a fire.
And you have to yell, "There is not a fire."
You're good. My man?
My man? There was no flame.
My man, my woman, my person, you're good. Proceed through the door.
Exactly.
Now, if there was an actual fire,
there's nothing you can do.
You should probably get away because you don't have werewolf powers.
Yeah. You can't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Done. Okay. Next step. If you have a group of really good friends that you are sure would join in on the act, ask them if they would like to join you as your pack to make it more realistic. If they wouldn't, then don't ask, as they would most likely think you're crazy and avoid you.
But how do you know?
How do you know until you ask?
How do you
Rob,
know?
would you want to be part of my pack? I'm going to take that as a resounding no.
What are the perks?
The perks, you don't have to shave. You
already do that.
You can eat a lot of food.
Already do that.
You can jump into dangerous situations for no fucking reason.
I don't want to do that.
That's fair. You are no longer allowed to join my pack, and you cannot talk about this conversation.
Well, can I ask some clarifying questions, Mr. Wolf, Ms. Wolf?
Yes, Mix Wolf.
They Wolf. Mix Wolf?
Mix Wolf.
Oh, is that the pronoun? Oh,
yeah.
Wait, sorry. Is that a pronoun? Oh, sorry. I'm stepping back even further. Is Mr. and Mrs. a pronoun? Is that what? Right.
So mix is the gender neutral.
Mixed is? Okay.
Yeah.
I literally learned that live on the air, and I apologize.
No.
So Mixed Wolf.
Sounds worse.
Sorry, I'm laughing at trying to figure out what the question was I was literally about to ask. Oh, yeah, so I don't shave.
Yeah.
I eat a lot.
Yes.
Can I do this without being judged? Is that the perk of being a werewolf?
Yeah.
Oh,
you can't
that
judge
might change
somebody
everything.
who's actually a werewolf for their eating habits, their sleeping habits, their general cleanliness.
But within the context of within the world we're building by following this article, they don't necessarily know for sure that you're a werewolf.
They just have an idea.
Right. So do they judge you for not shaving and eating a lot? Are they just too confused by whether or not you're a werewolf to be thinking about that? Confusion
is the key.
That's the key.
Keep them on their toes.
If you ever feeling a little vain, you're feeling like you need to put out a good image, just confuse them.
Just confuse them. Throw them the old werewolf, and then they won't know what to do.
Even taking werewolves out of it, if you just try, spin them around a few times and then point them in a direction and run off.
Run away.
The confusion, you've just created an air of mystery about you, and they're too confused to have any definitive takes on you.
Yeah.
Right.
So the next step. Ask your family to go camping on the nearest full moon, but don't let them in on the act of being a werewolf. They will worry about you. If you can, play hooky on full moons and new moons. If people ask where you were yesterday, act really worried and mumble some excuses.
Mom, Dad, I really want to go camping on the 24th. No other day. But that's a Tuesday. No other day.
I cannot emphasize that enough.
You can go camp in the yard. So is this to fool your family?
This is
who would know you went camping?
You would presumably tell your friends that you went camping to create the air of mystery of, they went camping on the full moon and then suddenly they changed. What do we do?
Luckily, I looked up my almanac and realized that was a full moon night. Otherwise, I would just think,
who knows that?
They went camping and came back weird.
True. We're gonna move on.
Sure.
Wear forest colors like black, dark green, brown, navy blue, and a little white if necessary. Don't wear skirts or dresses. After a full moon, sprinkle a little dirt on your shirt and shoes. Only do this if your parents don't mind your clothes getting dirty.
This is This is
a lot.
So I forgot that this was for girls.
For girls. But
that's one thing. Number two, why those colors? Why forest colors?
You can't tell them you're a werewolf, but you can hint strongly with your color palette that you enjoy the woods all the time.
So other things you can do.
Yes.
To imply that you love camping, you love the woods.
Yep.
Listen to Justin Timberlake's new album constantly.
Yes, constantly.
Man of the
although
Woods.
Nobody likes it really.
Well, that's why they'll pick up on it, because they're like, you're listening to that album that came out like months ago, and we immediately stopped listening to it.
And they're like, whoa, if you like
something's
that,
real weird.
You gotta be a werewolf.
Only werewolves could possibly like Justin Timberlake's new album, Man of the Woods.
Proof. Fact.
You should go look up the Spotify account, because that is a live update of how many werewolves exist.
Yeah, how many streams? That's how many werewolves are out in the universe. You're welcome.
Pro tip, life tip.
Pro tip.
Protect yourself. If you see somebody out there,
if you or someone
and they're
you
just
know
singing,
is listening to Justin,
if you on the street you hear somebody going, say something, run away.
That's the first indication,
because they are a werewolf and they are contagious. They could bite you.
Fun fact: Justin Timberlake actually wrote with werewolves for that, to get the real vibe.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So I feel like if you went through those songs, you could probably find
there's hints in every single song.
What does filthy mean? Oh, I guess werewolves are all dirty.
All dirty. It's about that dirt that you gonna get on you.
And that robot in the music video?
That robot was just a distraction for the real
Confusion,
thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look, I thought I'd test you, and Kaitlyn, you have come through with a lot of answers.
It's like I improv.
It's like I improv.
It's like I improv.
Mm-hmm.
Next step.
Yep.
Act really tired and hungry but strong the day after a full moon.
Really tired
and hungry but strong on
Okay.
the day after a full moon. I would also like to tell you that there's no description of this past this step, and it ends with a comma, not a period.
Okay, so this really comes across more like a Spider-Man type scenario.
Yeah.
Where, like, you come to school, you're Andrew Garfield and you're all frazzled, or you're Tobey Maguire and you look 10 years older than every other high school student.
Real talk.
You come into school and you're all tired, and then Flash Thompson's coming up behind you and he's going to punch you, and suddenly your werewolf
so
sense goes
strong.
off. And you stop him right there, and you throw him across the hallway.
Yep.
And then everyone's immediate thought would be some sort of superpower.
Definitely a werewolf.
Not Tobey Maguire just assaulted Joe Manganiello.
Can we talk about Tobey Maguire and how him crying in that movie has become like the gift to my life?
Everyone uses that gif?
Mild inconvenience.
Mhm.
I'm like Tobey Maguire in that gif.
Is it the crying moment from Uncle Ben has just died? You just did a very good impression, and now
You're
I know
welcome.
exactly the gif and
Yes.
moment in the film. I know it from actually having seen the film years ago.
I remember
That's how
watching every
accurate that
single
impression
one.
was.
Thank you.
Interesting. Okay.
Step 8, avoid people, but don't become friendless. Just keep your distance, but remember to be friendly.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hard thing
A
to
friendly
navigate.
distance. How many feet would you define that as?
Like how we're sitting right now?
Right.
We're like
Not
8
close
feet
enough for
away
anybody.
from each other?
Not close enough for anybody to think that we are close.
Yes.
Or that we really enjoy each other's company, but not far
God
enough
forbid.
that we are friendless.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So we're about, I would put this at about 5-6 feet, something like that?
Yeah, 5-6 feet.
I have almost no sense of measurement.
Me neither. I just kind of like was like, if I lie down, would I be touching you? Probably. So that's 5 feet.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's how I measure everything.
I literally measure things by, if I lie down right now, is it more or less distance?
I go to IKEA. I'm trying to figure out, before I go, what will fit in my home. I just kind of do.
Just lie down all over the place.
Oh, it's about 2.5 lengths of me. That's actually, that's probably
That's
almost
a
the length
really
of the
large piece.
entire room, maybe? Yeah.
Step 9, pretend to be vulnerable, weak, and frustrated with your lack of strength on new moons.
Is a new moon just like no moon in the sky?
I don't actually know what
Entirely
a
in
new
shadow?
moon is.
Should I search what a
Should
new
we
moon is?
Do a quick googs.
I'm going to search that. What is the description of this?
There is no description, Rob.
Well, this article is getting 100%
100%
approval.
approval.
New moon is okay, so it's like essentially all in shadow. There might be a lot of like it might be silhouetted by the sun.
Okay.
And there might be just the slightest edge of light around around one end of the moon.
So why is she skinny? It's when the moon is skinny.
Is
You
this-
weak.
What is it?
I don't know what's happening to me.
Is
The moon is a woman and I
Yeah.
love her.
okay.
That's a statement you could say if you're pretending to be a werewolf.
Back up.
Yeah.
The moon is skinny. That
So you're
as in
weak.
the moon is skinny, so I'm weak. So
Yeah.
skinny being that new
This is
slang
just a little
term.
bit. This is a little bit of the moon.
I thought you
showing.
meant the
She's
skinny, the new slang term for hot.
Is that
Yeah.
what?
How do I know more?
When the fuck did that happen?
Skinny. My skinny.
I don't agree with that.
Is it Mariah Carey or there was a?
There's no way Mariah Carey started something that's relevant with the youths.
Let me look this up right now.
I'm learning a lot today.
Mariah Carey's Skinny Legend. Skinny Legend is the meme.
Okay.
It started recently.
Yeah.
It was just somebody saying, "Look at this Skinny Legend," and then all of a sudden, Skinny Legend. It was literal in the first place, but then it became anybody who you really enjoy is a Skinny Legend.
Oh, that would make sense. Okay, because I've seen a lot of people posting about Trixie Mattel, who's like one of my favorite drag queens.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been like, she's a skinny legend. And
Right.
I was like, what?
So I thought you were saying the moon is skinny.
It's hot.
The moon is a skinny legend.
Yeah, the moon is a skinny legend. Let's all worship her.
One of a kind skinny legend.
Yes.
Literally
moon.
the only moon we have. And it makes you hot. What was it? What was the thing you said?
I don't remember it.
Well, I'll find it in
You'll
editing.
find it. Number 10.
Mhm.
Wear natural makeup and black eyeliner. This will help you draw minimal attention to yourself, but if anyone notices you, you will look natural and beautiful. The dark eyeliner will make your eyes more intense and helps with giving defensive glares at people who might stare.
So just a bit of a mini makeup tutorial in the middle here, just
Which
for
is
a look.
It's just a look is natural makeup, but you gotta have those black black lines around your eyes.
It even said, don't draw attention to yourself, but if somebody looks at you, you want to look good. So anyway, here's what you do with your eyeliner.
Yeah.
Okay. Nothing to do with wolves.
Nothing to do with wolves.
Almost at all.
You just gotta have them eyes.
Because really, if you were a werewolf, and I think what you should do is you should be kind of like gluing patches of hair all over you.
Completely agree. The more hair, the better.
Mm-hmm. So if you can see the eyeliner through that hair, you probably don't have enough.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
You need to see it through that hair. This is my favorite step coming up.
Go for it.
Don't shave.
Okay.
Wolves and werewolves are quite hairy. You don't have to shave, so a light coating on your arms and legs would work too. I don't know what a light coating on your arms and legs means.
Well, this is flawed because if you don't shave, the hair will slowly start to grow back.
Yes.
A werewolf, as much as this article is suggesting that you should disappear for a week, come back.
Impossible. Werewolf
effects are starting to happen. How long does it take for leg hair to grow? My legs are just hairy naturally, but
God,
I
2
assume,
days?
I assume you shave?
I do sometimes. I mainly don't because it regrows in like 3 days and it's not worth my time. But I think I'm an anomaly like that. I think most people, it's like a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in a week it grows back. So again, not necessarily something that you identify with werewolves.
No.
The slow growth would just naturally seem like natural slow growth.
Like, oh, she stopped taking care of herself.
Right. And then after a month or so, like it's not like it's going to reset because there's a full moon every month.
No. I feel like there's a flaw. I think you need to get...
There's a lack of continuity.
Yeah. 12, stand your ground. If someone teases you, give them a look that says no. It's just an act defensive.
Mm-hmm.
A wolf would do the same, but wolves usually engage in a fight, which you should avoid at all cost.
Are werewolves known to be very defensive and will stand up for their convictions?
Yeah, werewolves are great debaters.
Mm-hmm.
Little known fact.
They can logic their way out of almost anything, these werewolves.
The most logical creature is the werewolf.
There's dogs, they're considered fairly smart.
Yeah.
Dolphins,
they're okay.
Humans, and then werewolves. Werewolves, if they could just stop biting people,
they'd be so much better.
They'd be the top of the science fields, top of the STEM fields.
Little do you know, werewolves only bite when nobody listens to their argument.
It's so frustrating because they're using logic and reasoning, and somebody's just like, no, I just feel that way.
If you lose in a debate to a werewolf, that's how you become a werewolf.
That's how 10% of all werewolves have happened through contentious debate endings.
Yeah.
I feel like we're very tired.
We are. It's great.
And our own internal logic is leading to some weird places. You are looking away right now from the computer screen as if...
Step 13.
Okay.
Always move.
Never stop.
Wolves are natural predators and they are always moving and waiting. Improve your balance, grace, and patience to perfect the look of a wolf hunting prey. Though you can do this, make it minimal so people will not be freaked out that you are glaring at them hungrily and hunting them down. What?
So I never stop moving. It really kind of means always kind of circle around the person you're talking to.
Having a conversation, you just gotta circle.
Just rotate around them.
And when they ask what you're doing, you go, just giving you that audio experience, making sure you get in the real 360 vibe of this conversation. Don't look at me, I'm not hungry.
Don't look at me, I'm not hungry. I mean, that's just part of my regular conversation anyway.
Every day.
I say that pretty regularly, no matter what.
I say that when I order McDonald's and I've eaten like 3 and I'm like, don't look at me, I'm not hungry.
You say that to the cashier.
I do.
It's the weird thing. They're just like, don't look at me, I'm not hungry.
And they're like, okay.
20 McNuggets on the way.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
14. Watch wolves in a zoo or go on YouTube and view some wolf videos. This will improve your technique. Also, if you own a dog, watch how it plays, sleeps, eats, etc. Dogs and wolves, different. You cannot study a dog and know how a wolf acts because a dog is like the friendly neighbor of a wolf. A wolf is like pure. A dog is like, I like cookies, But
they're related. I don't know if you've seen this trailer for the IMAX experience of whatever this wolf movie is. Have you seen that? It is like a dramatic film with seemingly not much dialogue from what I can remember.
Okay.
Where an indigenous person of some kind, I don't know where this is set.
Okay.
An indigenous person gets separated from their tribe.
Okay.
And then has like maybe broken their ankle or something and can't move. And then a wolf is coming to hunt them down.
Oh.
Then the wolf also gets hurt. And so he nurses the wolf back to health. And it's the story of the first dog.
Okay, I'm in. I'm
Yeah.
in. Yeah,
And it's
you
in
sold
IMAX
me,
3D or something.
and I will buy a ticket,
There
and I
you
will
go.
go see it.
So they're related.
Yeah.
So I have a little like Chihuahua mix of some kind. She just kind of like runs up to you and she like has the tongue out.
She's
and
descendant of wolves.
So if you just go up to somebody, you have your tongue out, you have a goofy smile on your face.
You done it.
You just kind of like spin around in circles in front of them whenever they mention walks or food. That's how a wolf acts.
That is.
Mm.
So at some point, these just become very, very direct steps. 15. Don't get a costume because it will probably make you look fake and cheesy.
Okay, well, that's half my plans gone.
There you go.
Damn
No
it.
costumes. 16.
Yep.
Avoid being around people on full moon nights and act concerned the whole day, and don't worry too much about other problems. You have your own. If someone invites you over at 7 or dusk, say you can't and you have something to do. If they ask what, make up an activity that you could actually do, like, oh, I'm just going grocery shopping. It won't be much fun. White lies are okay in this situation, but try to never lie because it could get you into a heap of trouble.
Kaitlyn, what are you doing tonight?
Just cuddling my cat.
Okay, can I want to come meet your cat. Is that cool?
Yeah, no, sorry. I can't because she has rabies.
Okay, I've had my shots. I'm good.
My apartment's out of service.
Out of
now.
service.
Yeah.
How is it out of service?
Only I'm allowed in.
How does that work?
I have a key and you don't.
Yeah. Okay, so it just sounds like you don't want to be friends with me, and so now I'm sorry, you're friendless.
Oh, damn it. And I've ruined that earlier step.
See, WikiHow article, you're not doing...
You didn't do your job.
If somebody was just like, I need to go grocery shopping.
I'd be like, okay.
Yeah, I'll come. I'll just come hang
with you.
Hang out.
Yeah.
Get it done faster. How long does grocery shopping actually usually take?
Like, not long if you do it right.
I guess if you're going at 7:30 at night and then you're just out there for like 3 hours,
yeah,
considering every item on the shelf.
There you go.
Maybe that makes the excuse make sense. Not cool. 100% of people. 100%
of people
approve this article.
Step 17. Improve your strength, speed, and reflexes by trying effective exercises like jogging a mile every other day and lifting a 5-pound weight up and down for 30 minutes every day. Play Frisbee to help with reflexes.
Mm-hmm.
I did not sign up for exercise, and I refuse.
Is this just training you how to be a dog?
It might.
Run a lot? Play Frisbee?
I didn't even see that, but yes.
Go play catch.
You don't have to play Frisbee.
Go bark at random cats. This is all very wolf-like behavior.
At anything, really.
I've lost the thread of this about 10 steps ago, and I'm really just starting to really think this article is not working for us.
18. If you're a lone wolf, try to keep away from crowds. Only hang out with a few number of people. Do the opposite if you're a more packed kind of wolf. Learn how to howl. It isn't that difficult. I'm just reading the steps now because they're ridiculous. Eat meat all the time.
All the time.
Pretend to crave meat like crazy, but this is only optional. Be afraid of fire. Animals. Sorry, I just saw the photo.
Let me see this photo. So this wolf. Wait, so on. Be afraid of fire or worship fire?
Be afraid of fire?
Well, this person is clearly worshiping at the altar of fire. Just arms up in the sky, a giant fire in front of them, a dangerous looking fire based on the height of it.
Yeah. So that's it for this week.
Okay, Kaitlyn's broken. Kaitlyn's broken themselves. So what do you think is a realistic way to act like a werewolf?
Tell people, I'm a werewolf. Like, none of this shit's gonna clue people into you being a werewolf. So if you want to pretend that you're a werewolf, just go up to somebody and be like, hey, I have a secret. Can you keep it? And they're like, yes, is this Pretty Little Liars? And you say, no. And then you go, I'm a werewolf. Can you not tell anyone? And they go, what? And you just go, shh. And then you tell them the details, but they'll keep it quiet. But it'll spread because nobody in high school can keep a secret.
Right.
And then everybody knows about it, but nobody says anything. You just have to spread a rumor. Solved it.
Here's what I think you need to do to complement that.
Okay.
You need to work on your basketball skills. Because everyone knows that teen wolves play a lot of basketball. Or basketball dogs, yeah. Again, dog behavior. So either whether you want to be a golden retriever like Buddy, the golden retriever that can play every sport ever given to him.
Yeah.
Or you want to be Michael J. Fox in Teen Wolf. Or whoever the lead, Dylan O'Brien, is he the lead of the new Teen Wolf?
I don't know.
Do they play basketball on that Teen Wolf?
Probably.
Sure.
They look handsome.
Yeah. All handsome people play basketball.
All handsome people play basketball.
So you need to learn basketball because once the word gets out that you are a Teen Wolf, they are going to come to you and like, look.
And they'll be like, we're suffering.
We're a little weirded out by the whole thing, but
We need your sweet 3-pointers.
We're down 0 to 29 is our game record so far this season. We need a miracle.
You're our miracle because you're a werewolf. And then you're like, oh, shit, I should have done those exercises.
And there you go, if you want to be a werewolf. We got some reviews to read real quick. First one, So Worth the Time by Sigrid the Ravenclaw from Norway.
Ooh.
It's so hard to listen to this without laughing out loud. This is a problem since I mostly listen on the bus, but seriously listen to this. It's amazing. I think the point that they're trying to make is you should listen to it.
And that it will cause you in very big amounts of public embarrassment because you will laugh out loud. I take that as a compliment.
It is a compliment.
So
but
thank you.
I think they said listen about 4 different times. So now I have a strong urge to listen to my own podcast.
Yes.
It's like a subliminal thing. I was hoping there were more because I listened to all of them in a week by Zero Graceful Girl Zero from the USA. I love Kaitlyn's other work and completely missed that they have a podcast.
Oh.
So glad I finally tuned in because I needed another funny, unscripted podcast to listen to when I pretend to do work.
Well, isn't that right?
That's very nice, but now we are going to have to report you to your supervisor because you're pretending to do work.
I mean, I won't tell if you won't. Just like you can't tell anybody about my werewolf secret friend.
I mean, I don't know. I swore not to tell lies when
you just have to tweet a compliment at Rob and he'll be fine.
Yeah, you just buy my love that way. Thumbs up, up, up. All one word, up, up,
Whoa.
up. By Smellowwiener from Germany.
Okay.
These two will make you cry from laughing. Keep in mind, when listening while being surrounded by other people, they might think you're a little nuts. And then the little smiley face with a little tongue sticking out. Yeah. Thanks for bringing me so much joy, guys.
Oh, thank you for that review. That's so nice.
Very nice.
If you want to make people happy.
Look, they're lying.
It's all lies. We paid them to make
I can't. My self-esteem won't let me accept that people enjoy this. If you want your review read out loud, leave a 5-star review on iTunes. You can also include an article that you want us to potentially read and do on an episode. You can also do that on on Twitter. You can send that directly to us, an article of interest.
Our Twitter is How to Not Show.
Yeah, that's probably important.
Yeah, that's somewhere.
I think that's it for this week.
So I'm just going to play us out in my usual, very subtle way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, ready? Oh! Do you like hoops?
If you enjoyed that song, please leave a tersely worded 5-star review.